I was in a relationship that resulted in domestic violence. My daughter was there. Heard it all, saw it all, and I went to jail. After being released, I was back to using drugs. I wanted nothing to do with my family, and I did not want their help. I was so angry with myself and my decisions. This was just the beginning of the heartache. I'll never forget the day and events that led up to the moment my daughter Mackenzie was taken away. I got the phone call that my daughter was placed in foster care. It was a Friday at 5 minutes to 5, and I could not get anyone to answer at the county office. Worried, scared, betrayed, lonely, hurt, broke, frightened is all I felt. Where is my daughter? Who has her? So many questions. Then the first visit came. It had been a week before this date was set. Not allowed to be alone with her. I had to be supervised. I was already in the office waiting for Mackenzie to arrive. I saw her being carried as they approached the door. My daughter was absolutely beautiful. How could I be doing this to her? Why is a stranger bringing her to see her mommy? How is this stranger treating her? Are they feeding her? So many questions again. I stayed in that moment of my first visit for a long time. Each passing visit is what got me through to the next one. Through my road of addiction, I remember Maryann reaching out to me at the end of a visit, telling me she believed in me. Why a complete stranger's words mattered so much to me versus my own mother, I did not know. Her words were just the beginning of this journey. They allowed me to open up to my mother, who has done nothing but supported me, encouraged me, and motivated me. Today, we have rebuilt a relationship I never thought was possible. I'm forever grateful for Maryann, who watched over Mackenzie and kept her safe until she was able to be back home with me and my mom. Today, I have my daughter back. My mother has her daughter back. I raised my daughter through God, with pure love and integrity. Today, I live my life through recovery.
My name is Dawn. In July of 2016, my whole life changed. Mackenzie, my granddaughter, was removed from my daughter Brooke by Child Protective Services and was placed into foster care. I didn't know anything about the system and was worried that I wouldn't see Mackenzie again, or would Brooke get her back. I then contacted Maryann, the foster mom, and she put me at ease. It was 2 weeks before I got to see Mackenzie, and she was 9 months old when all this happened. During our first visit at the agency office, she didn't know who Brooke or I were. It was very sad and frustrating, but that is when I met Maryann for the first time in person. She was very kind and understanding, and after having a conversation with her, I felt much better. I felt she really cared about Mackenzie. We had several supervised visits with Maryann, and eventually we were able to spend time with Mackenzie alone. During one of the unsupervised visits, when it was my birthday, Maryann bought some coloring books and markers, along with a card and balloon from Mackenzie to me, so we could do activities together. Now, if that doesn't tell you what a great and wonderful person she is, I don't know what is. Child Protective Services and the court decided that I would be the best place for Mackenzie to live. So in September of 2016, I received a call from Maryann saying she was going to have Mackenzie ready at 1 p.m. Does that sound good to you? I was so excited and blessed that she gets to come home. We got a card and flowers to thank Maryann for her support. We have maintained a good relationship to this day. I keep in contact with her and give her updates about Mackenzie and Brooke. We have also invited her to the birthday parties, sent her pictures to show her how she is growing. I could have asked for a better foster parent. So it has been 2 years and Mackenzie is doing awesome. I love having Brooke and Mackenzie living with me. They both bring me so much joy and happiness to my life. They are my world.
I have been a resource parent since the late 1990s, and I've had well over 400 placements. I have always felt that working with family was the objective of doing foster care, building a bridge from one family to another. Although it was heartbreaking at times to let a child go, ultimately knowing that you helped a child and family was the greatest feeling. When I received beautiful baby girl Mackenzie, I was so anxious to talk to her family. I couldn't even imagine not knowing who had your baby. Are they treating her well? Would they want to keep her? Are they going to judge me and think I'm not a good, loving parent? It took about a week before I was able to meet Brooke, Mackenzie's mother. I think it's very important for resource parents to supervise visitation whenever possible, to start building a positive rapport. The first meeting with Brooke was somewhat uncomfortable. I had her baby. I told Brooke about myself, why I do this. I would not judge her, but help and support her to get her child back. She was Mackenzie's mother. Brooke was very quiet, but there was something in her eyes. For some reason, I knew she could do this, and I told her that. She just looked at me, but didn't say anything. I didn't know if what I said had any impact on her. Knowing it would be difficult for Brooke to see the changes in Mackenzie, I explained the trauma she was going through and the importance of us working together. Eventually, Dawn, Mackenzie's grandmother, got unsupervised visits. Dawn was so respectful of me and my family, always bringing Mackenzie back on time, clean, and obviously well taken care of. We built a relationship that was honest and open. When the time came for Mackenzie to return to her family, the thankfulness and love I received from them was beautiful. When dropping Mackenzie off for the last time, I was given flowers and a beautiful thank you card from Brooke that I cherish to this day. I realize we do make a difference in the trajectory in a family's life. I'm invited to all of Mackenzie's birthday parties and have watched her grow. What a beautiful privilege. The most awesome thing to see is Brooke becoming an incredible parent.